Hi my dears, happy Monday. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma and I'm so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you love it. We'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And go check out my playlist of What's for Dinner videos. Let's jump right on into this week's What's for Dinner video. Here's everything I'm going to be using for tonight's dinner. I started by preheating my oven to 375. Then I sprayed an 8x8 baking dish with some non-stick cooking spray. And I laid out 3 pork chops into my greased baking dish. Then I sprinkled some onion powder, some Badia Complete, and some chili powder on top of the pork chops. Then I just cut some Boursin cheese into 3 pieces and put that on top of my seasoned pork chops. Then into my 375-degree oven, they go for 25 to 30 minutes. While the pork chops cook up, we are going to make up some fried potatoes. So I just coated the bottom of my pan with some extra virgin olive oil, and then I just cut up a handful of potatoes. Once my potatoes were cut up and the oil was hot, I threw the potatoes into the oil, gave them a little stir to coat the potatoes in the oil. Then to season the potatoes, I'm using some onion powder, some garlic powder, some chili powder, some Badia Complete. And then I give that a little stir. And then last minute, I decided to add a little thyme and rosemary. So I just sprinkled that on as well. And then I popped the lid on these potatoes and just let them fry up until they were done and as crispy as I wanted them to be. I wasn't sure how I was going to cook the asparagus, so I ended up, when there was like 10 minutes left on the pork chops, I ended up just throwing them in with the pork chops and let them cook up like that. Anyway, here it is all served up. Delicious! Happy Taco Tuesday! I started by frying up some of these already marinated pork fajita meat that we got from our local meat market. And that's all I did, just fry it up. It was already seasoned, it already had the bell pepper and onion and everything in it, so the meat was done. I ended up wanting to make some little guacamole salsa thing, so I just added some avocado, cilantro, onion, lime juice into my little mixer and just made it that way, and then heated up some tortillas, and that was everything for this Taco Tuesday. We have the meat, we have the tortillas, we have some crumbled cheese, some pico, some lime, some sour cream, and that guacamole dip that I made. Delicious! For tonight's dinner, I'm going to start by cooking up the fries. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 425. Then I laid out my fries on my baking sheet. My oven has preheated. Now I'm going to throw them in my oven and cook them for 25 minutes. Next, I'm going to fry up my ham steak in a little butter. I'm just going to heat it through on each side for 3 minutes. The ham is done. So I'm just going to let it rest on our plate while I cook up some eggs. So I just put some butter in there. Eggs are in. Going to add a little salt, a little pepper, and let them fry up. And of course I have to add some salt to my fries. And then there it is, all served up. I have a little balsamic vinegar here to dip my fries in. And is this not the best flavor ever? Dipping a very salty fry into some vinegar and then a dippy egg. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, here in my slow cooker base, I'm going to add a chicken gravy pack along with a cup of water. Give a little stir. Then I throw in 1 boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I'm gonna season the chicken breast with a little bit of Badia Complete and a little garlic powder. Then I'm gonna pop the lid on and we're gonna slow cook it on low for 8 hours. Chicken is done. Now I'm going to shred the chicken and make up some of this sour cream and chive mashed potato and some peas and carrots. For the mashed potato, 1 cup. 2 cups of water, bring to a boil. Water is boiling up. Time to add the mashed potato packet. Give it a little stir, 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 and add some butter. And then for the peas and carrots, just throw them in a pot and heat them through. Here, I'm just doing a little spoon hole on my mashed potato because I want to put the chicken and the gravy on top of the mashed potato, but I didn't want the gravy, running all over the plate. And the little spoon hole worked out well. Here it is all served up with the mashed potato and then the chicken in my little spoon hole with a little bit of extra gravy. And then the peas and carrots just around the mashed potato. And that's it. Delicious. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys loved it. We'll give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Come back on Wednesday for my puff pastry short and Friday for my soup of the week video. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Oh, I wish. Week. Bye.